All right, so forgive me for this appearance here because I just got off of work. I just got done doing an overnight shift, and I get home and I take a shower and then I go take a nap or go to sleep like everybody else. Um, but this is something that I needed to speak about. God has put in my spirit that I need to talk about. So, for those of you who are not aware that the devil is very sneaky, super sneaky. And he loves the devil, the essence of the devil, whatever you comes in many forms. It's not a he, but evil comes in many forms. And even though it might not seem like evil would be attracted to religious or God, um, how do I explain it? Like Bible verses or symbolisms like crosses or any kind of motivational prayers or anything that has pertaining to Jesus, right? You would think, oh well, there's no way that the evil would be able to be in the presence because God's there, right? Yeah, that's not true. It's not true. Actually, it's the opposite because evil cannot get close to the Lord because they've been cut off, okay? They have no closeness to the Lord. They have no closeness to the Spirit. So what they do is they find weak vessels who are not connected to the Spirit of the Lord, the Holy Spirit, who are not aware or weak in their body and their minds, which means they've gotten to that point where they're either they were never close to the Lord in their walk, or they somewhere along the way they attracted other entities, okay? And it comes in many forms. So for a while now, this is going on and on. For a while now, I've been working overnights, and I try not to go overnights too much because I'm a highly empathic spiritual person. And not only do I see physically, but I see in the spirit now even more than ever because I've been working with the Lord on my gifts. So I've always known that the presence of evil is more potent, prominent around weaker individuals, which is like people who are going through sickness, addiction, any kind of mental problems, and most recently, more than ever, the elderly, dementia. Okay, uh, it's really hard if you are not able to see in the spirit, to see the sickness compared to it being something else. Okay. Last night, when I was taking care of one of my residents who has dementia, she is one of those poor souls that can still talk but cannot form complete sentences. It just babbles just random words. And last night she literally spoke to me and told me that she was being attacked by a demon at night. And she has this teddy bear that's over 100 years. I mean, it's an old looking teddy bear. And I noticed that as soon as I walked into her room, which is really crazy, the energy of that thing. There's more than just that, right? But the place itself, there's no peace. And where I'm going with this is that when you are chosen or you are called to walk in purpose to bring out truth in reality to people, you're going to be facing things that some people might just say mentally ill or sickness. And then sometimes, yeah, it might be that, but a lot of the times it's spiritual and it's evil. And if you don't recognize it immediately, it will take over the whole environment. And where I'm at, the environment that they're in has been allowed for the demonic to live there. There's no peace there. There's no peace. And it's not only the people that are screaming, but it's those that are living there or are being affected by it. And it's super hard to watch. And I've been praying every night, and I've been praying, and I prayed with that lady last night, and I told her, you're protected. I'm here. The Holy Spirit is here, and God's watching us. Don't worry. Nothing's going to happen. You know what she did? She grabbed my cross. This thing is stronger than anything, man. My grandson, everybody grabs onto this thing, but she grabbed it really tight, like, we're okay. Evil is here. God is here. But be aware that certain things, certain entities, when you approach it, you have to go in with no fear, and you have to know that the Lord is with you. And how do you know that this is a calling for you? For you to go into places like this, for you to serve in helping get rid of. It's not even getting rid of that, because certain places you just can't, because they've accepted it. And I think that's where I'm at in my walk, where it's really hard, because I'm thinking, oh, God has sent me to this place because I'm supposed to clear it out. And certain things, yeah, I do clear out, or I don't clear out, the Lord clears out. But there's certain things that they've accepted it. They've accepted their where it's at. And unfortunately, some of these people, they didn't have a choice to accept it. They live there, and they are stuck in this nightmare because their peace has been taken. Their peace has been taken. So I pray for all of those who are in darkness, and I that are aware they're in darkness and accept it. There's no place for Jesus. There's no place for the Holy Spirit when you don't let them in, when you don't accept them. You can do so much for yourself, but if you don't realize that the first step is to recognize that you weren't meant to be like this. You weren't meant to live in a life where there's no peace. You weren't meant to live life where there's no joy. You weren't meant to live a life where there's no love. You weren't meant to live a life where there's confusion. Okay, God gives us clarity. He gives us understanding. He gives us truth. Okay, and that was all a gift that the Lord has given to you. So the message that I'm receiving today, and I've been receiving it for a while, open your mind to understanding that, yes, we are here to open up the minds and the hearts and the spirit to understanding that it's a new way, and the Holy Spirit is waiting for you. However, you have to be aware that we can't save everybody, and those of you that are out there who are still fighting the belief that God isn't real, or that spirits aren't living among us, just because you can't see them, you're going to. Everything's coming to light, guys. It's coming. Some of it has already been shown to you guys. But it's happening. It's happening. And if you want to live in denial, that's fine. But the next step of this awakening is going to be scary. It's going to be scary. Especially if you don't have faith in God and trust in the Lord. And you're not in connection with that love that He has for you. Because if you don't have God protecting you, who do you have? Who do you have? Seek ye first the kingdom of Christ in all you do. And watch the Spirit come through. It'll shine through. I promise. For all of you guys who are dealing with this kind of energy, just because others have accepted it doesn't mean you have to. and you pray on it. Pray on it. Because I walk into a lot of places and they're all disguised as God loving and presence there. And so far, the ones that promote God and are Bible verses everywhere, I've noticed, are the most sickest. And they need the most healing. Because they got the most demonic energy there. It's time to clear out the house. Time to clean out the house, guys. Jesus is alive. The Spirit is real. Holy Spirit lives within you when you accept it. It's time. It's time, guys. All those that you find that were crazy were just in line with the divine. And it's time. It's time. It's time. We're going to start speaking up. We're going to raise the awareness that Jesus is here. All right, you guys, do have no fear because Jesus is here, okay? And if you have not accepted him, today's the best day. I'll tell you this much. It keeps on getting worse and worse. It's getting bad. It's getting super bad. Super, super bad. They're not even hiding anymore. They're just visible now. Spirit is just visible, like not good spirit, bad spirits. Because if you're seeing certain spirits, if it doesn't come from the Lord, it's coming from somewhere. And we know in the Bible that if they are not alive and they are gone, the dead are asleep. They are not here. So who is it that you're talking to? Who is it that's appearing? Yeah. Be aware, guys. Yeah. The devil knows who you are. You better have that whole armor of God on you. And know whose child you belong to. All right, is that it? Don't forget to pray. That's important. That's our number one weapon of choice. Don't forget to pray. Keeps the devil away. And never forget, the Holy Spirit resides within you. Jesus Christ walks beside you, and God our Father is always for his children. Have a blessed and wonderful day, and don't stay too long with people who aren't willing to recognize that they've accepted their sickness. And if they've accepted it, you do what Jesus did. What did he do? He dusted off his feet, off their mat, and said, "Peace be with you," and he went on his way. We don't have time to waste anymore. You plant the seed, and now it's up to them. Whoever it is they want to find out the truth, they will seek it, and they will find it. You do your part, and God always does his. Peace be with all of you guys, and never forget how much the Lord loves us. He loves us. And it doesn't matter how much you love him, because he loves you. So shine through. Show up today. Be the best version of you, okay? All right, have a blessed, wonderful day, and don't forget to pray.